All right, so I'm live. I was actually going to work, and when my shift was slightly changed, so I'm going in actually fairly soon. My better half is going to pick me up. Now, thanks to a fantastic viewer on here, a guy by the name of Martin. Won't give last names because I won't do that. I actually got something in the mail today. Something that I'm very looking forward to checking out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up here, and if you've seen the thumbnail, you know exactly what it is. Hey Sculder, how's it going? This is a shorter video because I am going to work, but I wanted to do a live unboxing here today. Hey Isaac, doing pretty good. This is my Friday. I'm actually going to see my family, my dad, on tomorrow. Well, tomorrow I'm going on there. Hey Andy, how's it going? So this is the Night of the Demon set. So I'm actually going to open it up now. And I got just a little note here, basically say, hi Aaron, please find a close Night of the Demon and Joy. And thank you so much, Martin. I really do appreciate that. I always keep my notes, by the way. So this is their Night of the Demon set, and it's kind of different in the way that they actually have so this one here, hey, welcome in effect, has like the thing, instead of like wrapped right around, it's kind of like put on like this. So I'm not sure if I'll keep that on or I'll just put it in my collection, because I do love the look of this. This looks freaking awesome. But my number is 8,933, as you can see right there. And yeah, so I did find out that more than likely, fingers crossed, everything goes well, in late January I will be taking a short excursion into the Toronto area. So if you're from or in the actual Toronto area, definitely let me know, and maybe you can give me some ideas on stuff that I should places I should check out. So this is, again, like all indicators, it's a pretty thick box. I'm guessing this is kind of like what the Creepshow one was like that I came out from Scream Factory. So we'll look at the DVD itself, the Blu-ray DVD, the Blu-ray itself. So again, it has that amazing artwork of the creature that actually was almost not put in the film itself. Well, this is kind of a last-minute decision. So feature-wise, as you can see, it is loaded with stuff. What do we got on here? Well, we got the original Night of the Demons, the full-length pre-release version with 96 minutes. There's the US reissue, also runs around 96 minutes long, but there are differences. There's a 2K BFI restoration, high definition restore print at 166 and one at 175. Audio commentary with Tony Earnshaw, author of Beating the Devil and Making a Night of the Demon. Disc 2 gives us Night of the Demon, the original UK theatrical cut, which runs at 82 minutes. And then Curse of the Demon, the original US theatrical cut, which also runs at 82 minutes. Again, that's with a 1:6 ratio. And we get Speaking of the Devil, the Making the Night of the Demon, which is a 20-minute documentary featuring actor Peggy Cummings and the designer of the film, Ken Adams. We get Cloverton 2, a 23-minute documentary. It's a video essay exploring the different versions of the film. I'm actually really interested in checking that out because there's 4 different versions on here. Hallie Chester at the Manchester Festival of Fantastic Films, a rare archival video interview that runs 51 minutes long. Dana Andrews on Night of the Demons. It's a 10-minute long audio interview. The Devil is in the Details, a 36-minute long one with Christopher Frayling discussing the film. Horrors Unseen, a 27-minute long one with Chris Fujiwara, who wrote Jacques Tourneau, The Cinema of Nightfall. Wow, there's a lot of stuff on here. Sinister Science, 12 minutes in analysis by Kim Newman. And we got Under the Spell of Personal Appreciation by horror writer Ramsey Campbell. Well, there's so much. The Devil Gets His Due, 23-minute interview with Scott McQueen, details the film's release history, The Truth of Alchemy. A discussion on M.R. James by author Roger Clark, The Devil in Music, an 11-minute interview on the composer of the film. Note of Fear, Scott McQueen discusses the aspects of the score. Casting the Runes, a 53-minute audio recording of the original, of Michael Horton retelling the original story, reading it. Wow. Escape, Casting the Runes, a 30-minute radio adaptation of the story. A 7-minute Super 8 version of it. Hey, Andy, welcome. This is a short one because I am going to work, but I wanted to do the unboxing of this movie right here. And of course, for my friends out there that are hard of hearing, it does have English subtitles as well, which is a good thing to have. And this is the UK premiere on Blu-ray. So it looks like it's a 2 Blu-ray set. And let's look at the alternate artwork here. Which is actually kind of cool. Kind of like the old 50s poster style. It's Curse of the Demon. And this is not all of it. There is more to show you. So let us dive into the other parts of this box set. So anybody else that had this, did you keep this thing on, or did you just put it aside somewhere and like put it in a safe place? Because I'm worried this is going to be get damaged, like if I leave it on here, or damage the box. So I'm actually probably going to take this off and like store it so that I still have it. So next up, there is a poster with this one here, and it looks like a good stock paper for this poster as well, by the way. So, oh, and I think the poster is going to be the same as the 2 cover artwork that we've seen. No, actually, it's not. So this is the. It actually kind of is. So Curse of the Demon. It's actually a fairly big poster when you really think about it. And here we've got Night of the Demon. The demon, like, heavily like focused on, which is kind of ironic considering Jacques Tourneur didn't really want to show a demon in the film itself. He wanted it to be left to the imagination, to the suggestion. And again, another one of Indicator's amazingly incredible books that we get here now. So this one is running about, well, how long is this one? About 78 pages long. So when you run out around 40 pages, it's no longer a booklet. I consider like anything over 60 is a book. So yeah, this is definitely going to go in the book territory, because when I was a kid, I used to order from Scholastics, and Scholastics, their books were anywhere between 67 to 80 pages type of thing. So yeah, this is about 80 pages. So here we go. So we get to see Peggy Cummins on the cover here. I'm going to see what we have here, like in the book. I'll show you some of the pictures as well as we go through, but I'll let you know what type of writing's on here. So excellent. So we got an article here called "Sliding Down the Snakes: Night the Demons and the Charismatic Magus" by Kat Ellinger, and I love Kat Ellinger, so that's going to be interesting to read. She, of course, is the editor for Diabolique magazine. We got something on M.R. James here, "Night the Demons" by Those Who Made It. Margaret Mary by Bethan Roberts. "Night the Demons" and the British Board of Film Censors. That should be interesting. "Night the Demons" unraveling the different versions. Delineating the Demon. Bewitched, the original ending of Night the Demons. Promoting the Demon, and V.F. Perkins on Night the Demon. So as you can see, there's a lot like quality like writing in here, and some great pictures. She is gorgeous. Something like this picture of the book there. But yeah, some great like publicity stills. That looks like Hitchcock. It is Hitchcock. Okay, right on. Charles Bennett with Alfred Hitchcock when Hitchcock made Blackmail, which was made on Bennett's 1928 play of the same name. So yeah, they got some really, really cool stills here for Night the Demon. Love when they show posters and stuff. So does anybody else have this one, by the way? Did anybody else grab this one? I know that Brian Sawyer of Just the Discs called this one of the releases of the year. And this was actually high up on my Christmas list of ones that I really wanted to have. And I got a message through Instagram that Martin was going to had an extra copy and was going to be sending it out to me. So awesome to get that. I will have another unboxing, fingers crossed if my mail goes well, in the next week when I get back. So you did. I'm glad you did, because this is a really cool one. Definitely check it out. With like 14 titles from James, and I know what 3 of them are, and I'm actually super stoked. So but yeah, I do recommend, if you haven't checked it out, check this out. There was 2 announcements made today, and I think I should mention those definitely in passing because this is going to be like a very short video. But they announced, and I found this one out through James actually. There's a Street Fighter collection coming out from Shout Select, which I'm definitely going to get. Street Fighter is Sonny Chiba, and I grew up watching the Street Fighter films. Hey there! Heather, Mr. Hawk. Yeah, the Street Fighter collection is coming out from Arrow Video, from Shout Video, and I'm actually very excited about that. I remember watching them, and they had like such cool like over the top scenes. There's one sequence on a boat where he cracks this guy's skull and he breaks. Like anyway, so when he does the stuff, they actually show an X-ray of inside the guy's head, and X-ray like when he's breaking his leg, stuff like that. Really, really cool. And this guy kind of like goes to like a sexually assault this girl, and Sonny Chiba, being the badass Street Fighter he is, he comes in and he like, without getting in graphic detail, he rips off his manhood with one fell swoop. So needless to say, definitely going to be picking up the Street Fighter collection. It's really, really cool, so looking forward to that. Scream Factory also made an announcement of one that I'm definitely going to grab today. So February is going to be like, oh, the amazing films, you know, Street Fighter series. I guess the sister Street Fighter ones will probably be on there too, because, you know, that was like kind of a spin-off series. But either way, I got to have the Street Fighter ones. Oh man, that sucks. But my next, I guess, and also Scream Factory announced the, not for everybody, but I definitely love this. It's the Poison Ivy collection. And I'm a fan of the Poison Ivy films. I'm not going to lie, I'm an unabashed fan. So, make sure I got these put in here correctly. I don't want them to come out or get loose. And I didn't, so it's a good thing I checked. I'll be watching this with my better half for sure. Now, so the Poison Ivy set, there's 4 films in that, if I remember correctly. The first one had Drew Barrymore, the second one, Alyssa Milano, the third one, Jamie Presley. Hey Paul, how's it going? Yeah, it is kind of BS, man. And the fourth one, I can't remember, but I know it was a Poison Ivy Society or something, like the Secret Society or Secret Seduction. So yeah, I will actually buy those. You guys know me, you know that's the type that I do pick up. You know, cheesy action with Street Fighter and like stuff. I'm sure if Leroy was here, Leroy Green, he would definitely be championing Street Fighter. All you guys, and sexploitation with Poison Ivy. You can't go wrong with those films. They're just fun stuff to watch, and you can put them on any time. Certain companies I get extremely excited for their for some of their releases that come out. As you guys know, I'm a huge Vinegar Syndrome fan. I need more Vestron and MVD love in my collection as well. So yeah, there's a few different things that I want to definitely get in like the new year. I'm actually excited today because my better half has a convention in Ontario, right in Toronto, in the heart of Toronto. So more than likely I will be visiting Toronto during the around the 27th or 28th, that area. So I have to go to work today. When I go to work, I have to set up my my time off so that I can actually make that. I'm going anyway, but my time off setting up is a suggestion. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that. I love Ontario. I used to live there. I've lived in Mississauga. I lived right in the heart of Toronto for a while, and I lived in Ottawa. I always thought that Ontario would be the place that I would like, that I'd have my place, that I'd end up at. But in this topsy-turvy, like twisty-turny world, you never know what's going to happen. So I'm in Nova Scotia, and one of my viewers on there last night, one of the movie club guys, actually is also in somewhere in Nova Scotia. So that's kind of a cool surprise as well. So you never know when you're going to find people on here that are from my area. I do need to get back to Halifax soon to go visit the kiddies, who I miss being on here with me. Well, again, I just want to come in and make this quick unboxing video. And even at like 15 or 20 minutes long, that's a quick video from from this channel, considering how long we usually do our movie club one. So this is the again, this is the Night of the Demon by Indicator. I do recommend it. My next UK release that I'm probably going to be picking up myself is going to be the When a Stranger Calls double feature. There'll be it'll have When a Stranger Calls and When a Stranger Calls Back. I'm a huge fan of both of those films. I'm not gonna lie, I do like When a Stranger Calls Back maybe just a little bit better, even though they're both really good films. Especially the first 20 minutes of When a Stranger Calls. It's like it's classic suspense cinema done really, really well. Actually, I was just talking about that today. So this is one. This is actually this release my dad got for like his anniversary actually. So yeah, so if anybody does have this, did you keep this on? Did you take this off and store it? What did you do with the with this portion of it? Because when it kind of goes around, I'm like, okay, I'll keep it on. But when it's like kind of like this, I'm kind of like maybe take it off so I can display the artwork a bit more. I do want to put that up there with my other Aaron one pizza toppings. You guys got me hungry last night, but I was too exhausted. I mean, by the time I got off from here, I was like, I want pizza. What's going to take the place of pizza? I actually grabbed a handful of candy from from like our Halloween thing. We got about like 80 something kids here. Not too bad. The most we've had in ages, actually. Went upstairs and I put some candy by my side. I said, okay, I'm going to have some candy. I'll get pizza in the morning. And I just passed out. But I think I like woke up a few times and I was like, I had my iPad by my side. So I'd wake up and I'd be like, okay, Facebook, like pass out. Yeah. It wasn't like a restful sleep, but it was a sleep anyway. I did get to sleep. So since you guys are so quiet, I guess we will make it a quicker video. You should take them out and put them inside the box. That's actually a good idea. That way you know exactly where it's at. So maybe I will do that. I'll take it off and put it inside the box there, right beside the poster. I'll have to take out this like sticker part of it because I don't want it to like stick to the poster and kind of like gonna rip that as well. So I want to make sure that the poster stays intact because I don't see me putting it up, but it's a good collector's piece to have. So again, Martin, if you're watching, thank you very, very much. I'm super, super stoked. It's very late. 2:25. Well, Peter, you finally got on here. That's awesome, though. Normally, I don't make videos this early in the day or this late in the night for you, but this was one where basically I have to get ready for work in a second. I'm like, okay, it came and I knew I wasn't going to make another video for about another video in the movie library for about a week or so, and by then I'll have another unboxing to do, so we'll get into that one as well. I love Four Flies and Grave Velvet actually. Did you like it, or are you not a fan? 2025. I got to do like. Oh really? I do like to do I do try to make this like I was gonna do like film an unboxing, but I do prefer to, if I can do it like throw on out here, make most of, if not all of these videos live and make this a completely live channel and a completely interactive for people that come in here. Because it's not just about me showing stuff or talking stuff, it's also about like people interacting with one another on here as well, and people making new friends. So that's also a good thing. That's why it's the movie club. But yeah, I do like Four Flies and Grey Velvet. It's definitely one of the, out of the Animals trilogy, and I think I've placed them before. My favorite is Bird with Crystal Plumage. Then it's Four Flies and Grey Velvet, and then it's Cat o' Nine Tails in that order. I do love both of those, all three of those films. But the thing I really love about Four Flies is I like the way that it's set up. It's got a unique opening to it. I like the cast. I think that Argento did a really good job with eclectic casts, especially in his earlier films. Even much more so than his later films. He still had there's more of a magic to the earlier casts, I find, in my opinion. And I do think Mimsy Farmer is extremely good in the film. So, for instance, I think I mentioned it to Stephanie on Twitter, is that was it Stephanie or it was somebody on Twitter actually that was going to watch Perfume of the Lady in Black, I think, and I said that's a Mimsy Farmer film, if I remember correctly. I said, double feature that with Four Flies and Grey Velvet. I think it's one of the better ones of the three. I do think Bird is the best of the three, and that's saying a lot because that's his debut. That's his first real film. It's the first giallo that he ever made. It's just the cast really makes it. Now with Cat o' Nine Tails, and I do love Cat o' Nine Tails, I do find that as a giallo, it does turn to be a bit of a cheat. Without giving away too much, there's really not much in the way of explanation for the killings. It's more of like a kind of a pseudo-scientific explanation that's used. And even as a kid, I didn't kind of buy that. But I do like my mysteries to have like at least a little bit of a satisfying conclusion. And I do find that with a lot of the giallos, you will find that does happen. That you get like a lot of like different like cool stuff happen in those in the films, like kind of weird out there reasonings, and a lot of them would be like either like basically pseudo psychological sexual type of like motifs, or just something just really out there. But with the Cat o' Nine Tails, I find that they just took a kind of an odd, it was a choice. It was a different choice to do, but it was an odd kind of scientific take on the reason for the killings. There really wasn't like a reason behind it for like doing it per se. Oh yeah, I do, Aaron. I love it. Oh, so weird saying Aaron. Actually, I work with 3 people that are named Aaron. I'm Aaron, and there's an Aaron with an ER, and there's another Aaron that actually sits right across from me. So there's 3 Aarons in the area that I work in, which is really weird because all my life I've been pretty much, aside from like there's an Aaron in my high school that was one of my best friends. Hey, entertainment, how's it going? I've usually been like the only Aaron around, and of course in college I went by my middle name, which is Christopher, but that didn't. Then I went back to Aaron because, and I'm not sure who you're named after, by the way, Aaron, but my family named me after Elvis. Hey, Murdersville, how's it going? Did your family name you after Elvis? Because my family named me after Elvis. That's the thing. Like my name's not Elvis. Elvis Aaron Presley. So I was actually named in tribute to Elvis, which was my dad's a musician, and somebody he really liked. Oh, nice. Did the Halloween 2 Steelbook, that has a new 4K restoration, right? Oh, excellent. Yeah, that's the thing. Almost everybody I know that's named Aaron were named after Elvis. I don't know anybody that were named after like, oh, this is the biblical name Aaron, or somebody saying because of Oh, I hope the suggestions have been good so far, or things have been like like, oh, that's Hebrew for mountain. That's why we're going to name him Aaron. Now, obviously, if they're going to name somebody after mountain, wouldn't be me because look at the size of me. Definitely not mountain size at all. But yeah, no, that's my thoughts on Cat o' Nine Tails. So, and I've a lot of thoughts when it comes to Argento. I grew up like watching his stuff, and a lot in the theater, which was a nice experience because his movies were very visual. Bob Clark and Argento were those 2 directors that actually got me to understand the behind the camera aspect more so than anything else. Oh, the Demon Set. Is that out of print? I did wonder because I don't know Murdersville when it comes to, like I said last night, I really don't know when I show something whether it's actually out of print or not. Oh, thanks a lot. I wish I got to meet Bob Clark too. He was just such an eclectic director. He could do so much. Well, I don't know when it comes to the when people ask me to like do a video on like stuff that you want that's out of print or stuff. I really don't know because that stuff I don't keep up on. I know there's probably a website that I don't know about. But the thing with me is I keep everything anyway, so that's out of print doesn't do me any good. Just like, oh, it's cool that I got that. But yeah, the Demon set I really like. I would have liked to got. I think it's still available. Like one of them, maybe the first or second one, like on its own, that had a comic book with it. I would love to meet George Romero. I'm so jealous of you for that. Hey, Ben's Reviews, how's it going? Oh, I'm actually not going to be on there for long. I'm actually going to work now in a few minutes. So I did just want to come in and do like an unboxing. So, for Night of the Demon. And this is, I guess I should say, so this is number 48 in the indicator library of releases. Is it so? I mean, like they upped the amount on that like 3 times, didn't they? Because that wasn't that originally going to be like something like 5,000, and then it was 8,000, that went up to 10,000 because he just kept getting so many. These kept selling so many, getting so many requests for that particular film. I think that the new Night of the Demon was going to sell well, but I don't think that that they were ready for how much how well it was going to do. I actually. Ramiro seemed just so likable, so lovable, and just like the type of guy that I would get along with. It was sad that I didn't get to meet him. I have gotten to meet a few of like horror people along the way. Some people were extremely talkative, and I just clicked with like Savani, for instance, and Doug Bradley for sure. Those two like stand out of people that I spoke with for like definitely periods of time. And oh God, yeah, that's what I see. Thank you. You're another person that like I keep hearing like all these like horror stories about Savani, but that hasn't been my experience. And I met him more than once. I actually even got to see. Did you see the movie yet? I know it's not out. I don't think it's out, but they did like a documentary on his life. And I got to see the premiere of it when they premiered it before it was released, way back a few years back in Montreal. I don't think there's been like a release of it yet. I know that the Kane Hodder one's out. I gotta get that. I have seen it to hell and back. I've seen the digital copy of it, but I do want to have a physical version of that one because it looks like it's an amazing film. Oh really? See, I didn't get to see that. Mostly we talked about like some stuff that he wanted to do. We talked about his his plans for like he'd written a script up for. Haven't seen it yet. I've heard it's really good actually, The Haunting of Hill House. But yeah, he talked about like the script that he had for like Most Dangerous Game that he'd written himself, and he talked about like wanting to redo Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things because he feels that like he didn't get to do everything that he wanted to do when he made Night of the Living Dead, when he remade that. And I do think he did a good job with the Night of the Living Dead. I think it gets like derided like just a bit too much. And because it did have a pretty good cast, and I liked his decisions that he made, but he didn't get to do all of them. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that. I keep hearing about the background ghosts. And that's the stuff that creeps you out. It's like that little thing in the background. It's like when you're watching, what was it? Was it The Conjuring? And the girl, when she goes into the house, when I think the Tiny Tim song is playing, and there's like a ghost kind of like turned back on in like a corner type of thing, and it was just so creepy. Really? Peggy Cummins? Really? She was freaking gorgeous. But with that being said, this video has gone on longer than I thought. I actually was speaking just before I came on here. About 20 minutes before I came on, I was speaking with James, and I had to go. I was saying, okay, I gotta go to work. And I'm like, okay. Started getting ready, and then my better half called me. We started making plans for Toronto. I haven't seen a TV series from the 90s called FX, based on. I own both seasons actually, Petey. It's a Canadian series, and it does there were 2 seasons of it, and he did like a pretty bold and brave thing in killing off one of the lead cast members at the beginning of the second season. So that was a big shocker for a lot of people that were watching the show. But it only ran 2 seasons, and hey Peter, how's it going? Thanks a lot. I really appreciate that, and I hope that you come back and catch me again. You caught me right at the tail end of it because right now I'm on my way to work. I just did an unboxing. Expect another unboxing in the next week or so, and then I'm going to dive into some of these movies that I've unboxed. Also, don't forget, guys, watch some noirs this month because this is Noirvember. So make sure you're getting like some of those noirs in there. And like I recommended before, Out of the Past, it's a great one, and so is Narrow Margin. Me too, Andy, and everybody there, thank you so much for joining me in the movie library. I am Aaron. You guys are the movie club. You guys are freaking awesome. And have a great day. This is my Friday, and I'm super stoked about that. I'll see you soon. See you, Carlos. See you, Andy. Entertainment, everybody out there, have an awesome evening, and enjoy the rest of your day. I'll enjoy as much as I can.